Hello everyone, welcome back to the 2022 New York Auto Show. Here we have the all-new Subaru Solterra right here. This is Subaru's first electric vehicle, and of course, this will be going on sale super soon as reservations just recently opened. We can see here, Subaru has some really amazing kind of national park themed environments over here. There's like some cool scents and everything going on in this environment. This is really awesome. I kind of feel like you're in a whole other world with all these different screens around you. Here we have another Solterra right here. I really do love this color. This is just in a typical kind of a gray specification. And as we do know, the Solterra and the Toyota BZ4 X are the same vehicle. They're on the same chassis. They were co-engineered together. But the Solterra differs in that it is all-wheel drive only. Subaru has kind of tuned the whole all-wheel drive system for this platform, so it is kind of specified to them. But the headlights are different on the Solterra. The taillights are the same as the Toyota. So is the interior and most of the body as well. So it's kind of a weird kind of bad switch job they did here. But the two companies did develop the platform and the vehicles together, so it's not just one handing over the other. As you can see, the Solterra is, like I said, is Subaru's first EV product. So we can see an EV badge back here. And the design is pretty much similar to everything else we've seen from Subaru. So we have these C-shaped lights back up there. And up front, we also have those typical Subaru kind of Hawkeye design lights as well. We can also see this really cleanly shaped front end that Subaru was able to do here versus the nice Subaru badge. And down here, we have two lower kind of LED fog lights as well. Something similar we just saw on the updated Outback over there. Kind of carved into the body over here are these side air curtains that are going to help with airflow around the side of the vehicle, which is really nicely integrated over there. Of course, going around the vehicle, we do see these EV badges to just let you know that this is an electric vehicle as well. Now, underneath the floor over here, we have around a 73 kilowatt hour battery pack. And of course, as an EV, we are going to be worrying about range a little bit here. So the entire shape and structure of the body has been designed to kind of maximize range as much as possible. As we can kind of see these kind of weird, like shaped, like spoiler things up here to kind of help increase range. Of course, this roof rack will definitely not help with that, unfortunately. A little bit of a spoiler here. Even coming down to the rear, there's a little bit of like this little diffuser and a nice flat underbody to help increase range. But range is not that good on this vehicle. You're getting around 230-ish, 223 miles depending on the wheel size. Not the best, though the price is pretty low. We're talking around like the $38,000 range, and of course if you get the federal tax credit, that could bump it down really low. But this is into the category of the Kia EV6, the Hyundai Ioniq 5, which are offering way more range, way more features, way more quality for a similar-ish price, maybe a little bit more expensive. Of course, here we see a different specification, like I said before, with this blue paint. And yeah, so I'm going to be interested to see how this does on the road. Let's check out the cargo space really quickly. So open up this really sloped rear end, and notice there is no rear wiper on the back of this. Lots of room going on back here. Of course, the seats do fold down as well. And it is a power tailgate. Awesome. Coming into the rear seat area, pretty normal stuff, nothing really crazy back here. A lot of gloss plastic. Now, what's going to be interesting here is Toyota and Subaru are going to try to reduce the cost as much as possible. So the materials aren't the best, but you wouldn't expect the best materials in this kind of lower entry-level EV that we're seeing here. We do have heated rear seats in this model, which is really nice, and dual USB-C charging ports back here. No sunroof or moonroof up here, so it is a little bit dark in the cabin, but you do have a lot of headroom. Legroom is pretty good. I do feel like my knees are sitting a little bit high to the battery due to the battery pack being on the floor compared to how the seats kind of position, so that's one thing to keep in mind. Otherwise, it's not the worst space back here, just a little bit dark. Let's go hop up front. So up front is a pretty interesting thing. So like I said, this is based on the same, basically it's the same vehicle as the Toyota BZ4. And inside, it's also the same vehicle. So if I were to overlay a Toyota BZ4 interior, it's literally the same thing with a Toyota badge on front. And honestly, it's really cool in its general design layout. You have this digital gauge cluster far all the way up there. Let's see if it turns on. You can kind of see it a little bit. It's this digital gauge cluster all the way far up there. This kind of weirdly shaped steering wheel. I do like how these controls are actually mounted like on the center, so it's really easy to access with your thumb or something. I believe you do have paddle shifters. I'm guessing this is for regenerative braking, as that is in most other EVs. I am going to complain about a few things in here. Again, the materials aren't super nice. Way too much gloss black plastic. And it's in the areas where you touch the most, which is the worst areas you want it in. So all of this area where you kind of have your window switches, your door controls, all gloss black plastic. As you can see, just touching that, it gets really fingerprinty. The worst part is the center console. As you can already see, it's already scratched and it's already covered in fingerprints. So I would just leave this center panel for your phone open all the time. It looks like a mess, honestly. It's kind of cool, weird, like how it's kind of like transparent a little bit, as you can see right there. So you can guess if you want to see your phone in there and cover it up, you can do that. In the center console, you also have your, I guess, drive controller. So you have reverse, neutral, and drive. I don't want to say gear selector because there's no gearbox. And a whole bunch of other buttons over here. So you have a surround view camera, parking assist, and you do have like this kind of like X mode. That's Subaru's X mode, so it's going to help increase traction in some low traction environments, and help distribute the power to all four wheels, and traction control off. I'm guessing this is for cruise control setting, or might be hill descent control. I'm not 100% sure on that. And some other controls over here for your parking brake, brake hold, and I believe this is to release the parking brake. Or this might be one pedal driving, if I might be wrong. I gotta double check on that. And of course, we have a gigantic touchscreen right here. I believe it does have wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which is a nice feature. There are some hard buttons, but unfortunately, it looks like, I could be completely wrong because the vehicle is not really turning on right now. But I believe the climate controls are right here, or they might be integrated into the infotainment system. I wish I could show you guys that right now, but I can't. Here we have a center console over here. Not the best storage. You do have two cup holders in the center. Again, pretty cheap materials over here. We also do have this nice center console piece over here, so you can help store stuff underneath here if you want to. Some more charging over there as well. And on the dash, we have this really interesting kind of fabric material across the entire dashboard, which is really interesting. Now, I'm a little bit concerned about this. I don't know, this might be my concerns that dust is just gonna build up along this whole thing. I'm just crazy about dust in cars, so I feel like that could be a little bit annoying sometimes. I do believe we do have power seats and lumbar support on the driver's side. I don't think that's standard. This might be a higher spec Solterra, as we do have heated rear seats as well. And I believe you can also get a sunroof and some of the other specifications. But this is nice to see that they have not gone with the yoke style that Toyota showed off on the BZ4 and the upcoming Lexus RZ, which all share a similar architecture. Of course, with varying quality levels across those. But yeah, this is the BZ4. And just another quick note on the power numbers. I'll just hop outside for you guys. This also has memory seats as well. On power number wise, this one has around, I think, 215, 220-ish horsepower. I'll put the official numbers right there for you guys. If you want to charge your Solterra, and charge it right here. Just pop these little nodes open. Some fast charging as well. I'll put all the numbers for that right in the video right here for you guys, because I do not remember them off the top of my head. But yeah, I think the design really does work pretty well for the Solterra. I do have to say, I do quite like it a lot. I'm excited to drive these out on the roads. I hope to see them out on the roads because I think they look pretty good. And I think Subaru people will love them as well because Subaru's all about saving the environment. I think introducing EVs into their product lineup is just perfect for them. Let me know what you guys think about the new Solterra in the comments below, and stay tuned for a lot more videos coming soon from Allcarnews.